The day's finally come! We're off to meet the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya! What is she planning? And why does she need the nosies? Soon, we'll have our answers! Guess this'll be the end of your journey that Snezhnaya still feels like a long way away. But whenever Paimon gets thinking about how our destination is right around the corner, all these questions come flooding into Paimon's head. It makes her so nervous. Yeah. Anyway, enough about all that. We can't start the final leg of our journey with that kind of mindset. Just think, we've with all that experience under our belt. Sure thing.
What about me?
Whoa! Columbina? You kinda... Don't look at Pine... Oh, so it was you! Alright, guess there's no hiding it now.
All your friends have gathered at the I invited She had some... If they're heading to Snez... Also, please tell them not to count on getting...
Vacation? You're right.
Our time working together was... not terrible, precisely. But we're on different sides. So when you get there, don't do anything to make life difficult for both of...
Well, that definitely sounds on brand for her. The attitude, the reasoning...
No, you've misunderstood. I think she means that she'd like you to go see... as long as you don't make things difficult. Go on. Today, I want to return the favor. It's my gift to you.
It's definitely... Similar to the ones in Notcry. You know, just minus the effects of Kuvaki. That's a sure sign that we're officially in this. There's gotta be a treasure chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without a chest or two. Ah! Paimon got a mouthful of snow. Ooh, it's so cold. Paimon's gonna snuggle up to you for a bit to get warm. Right? Aww, look how big and fluffy they are! So cute! Quick, take a picture before the moment passes! Right here. If we get any closer, we might scare them away. Snezhnaya has loads of railways and trains. This must be one of them. Ooh, it's... Oh, I don't know. Maybe... yeah. It's hard to describe, but... everything feels heavy. Oh, no need. Yep. Seems like the snowstorm is getting worse by the minute. Paimon can barely fly. Oh, look! There's a cabin over there. Phew. Let's get out of this storm.
What is this place? Where's Paimon? I need to find her. Fast! Paimon? Paimon! That's strange. Where could she be? I guess I'll try further ahead. Hang in there, Paimon. Is that a train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside. I'll keep this close. Here, Krasnik's torch, civilian model. It's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned on. I really hope Paimon's okay. I'll keep this close. What was that strange sound? I can't tell if... Paimon? Paimon, is that you?
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Initiating original. Hello, Descender, who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Grey at your service. Time since last activation. I was born to fulfill a mission. To reach tomorrow. To this end, I must... Strange. What? Huh? Why is my body like this? Apologies. After a long period of inactivity, it appears that a lot of data has been lost. Anyway, I was created so that humanity could reach tomorrow. Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. In accordance with my preset programming, will you accept me, Transcender? I understand your position. However, given your current before I was activated, if you agree to accept me, to answer your question, yes. You have made a very wise decision. Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. Very well. I will remember this. I need to recover my body. I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. The key right now is you. You may now execute the command, Demolish. Use it to remove the Prime Ice block. Prime Ice unit count has been updated. You may now execute the command, Build. Use it to create a Prime Ice construct to prop up the door.
Is this an answer from this world?
Scanning local environment. That would not be an efficient approach. One moment. You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more quickly.
I'll keep this close.
Construct blueprint added to records. You may now execute the command, Build Heat Source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
A reward on the road.
My scan indicates the path is straight ahead. I recommend we proceed. Kresnik Crystal, the recent construct you built provides highly efficient heating by utilizing the unique properties. Unfortunately, prime ice constructs have a That said, yes. But for now, all you need to remember is this. Lower power. Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves. Signs of physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your travel companion, Paimon. Go. Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be united as one. May all of life rejoice in unison. Approaching the target location. Scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected. 2. Affirmative. Real-time environmental data suggests.
Paimon! Who are you?
Don't worry. She's only sleeping. You must be the Traveler. She called newcomers to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. You two must be very important to one another.
Your eyes. Are you Conrian?
There are indeed some Conrians. It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. We will meet again.
The unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance, but my search has yielded no relevant data. Against the odds, your companion is safe.
It's okay. Take it easy.
Wait. Would he
The Jester must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans.
He had no intention of explaining his
Hey! What the? Who is that? It looks like half a pair of goggles. How amazing!
Snezhnaya was once the land.
Oh, wow.
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps I can suggest my preferred strategy. Please clean me regularly to keep me operating at peak efficiency.
Oh, that makes sense. Yep, anyway, back to the Jester for a second. When he first showed up, he already knew Paimon's name. And he acted like he expected Paimon to know who he was, too. Paimon could tell that he was Conrian from his eyes. And he definitely seemed like someone pretty important. It was only later, after he rescued... and after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow. He didn't do anything to Paimon at all. Paimon didn't feel unsafe around him.
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and director are unfamiliar terms. May I ask for clarification?
Wait, you've seriously never heard of the Fatui?
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not
Sorry, I shouldn't have encouraged you to talk so much. Paimon, new plan. Let's get out of Snezhnaya for now. The Jester mentioned that this snowstorm being the work of a monster is worse than—
Oh, Well, we were...
Further information at this point. If, however, do you remember we can break through? There is a small town.
Paimon thinks goggles. Oh, come on.
Affirmative. Otherwise, I will remain silent to. Please confirm when you are ready to depart. Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at... Wait, there's an error message. Could not detect clear tracks.
What exactly does clear mean?
Brace for impact, friends! Preparing to enter impromptu flight mode. How strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records.
Yeah.
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. Fortunately, our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the town. According to the data, anyway.
Your data have...
I can assure you, it certainly is. It seems our ill-fated train. Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next time I...
Excuse me? Is there an inn nearby?
I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
Excuse us. Is there anywhere we can stay around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else.
All we can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get here.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking guests in this town?
Doubt it. They're probably all closed. No. I clocked you a while back.
Why is that?
In part. But the bigger reasons, projects. Oh, sorry. Even if they used all the surplus. So, the VECHA passed a resolution requiring all factories and households to reduce.
Bitter cold.
Pretty much. When you're broke, trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic.
Can you please explain to me why the price of Kresnik Crystal has gone up by— You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price data. We Fatui are only responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to explain to you how the figures are calculated.
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect anyone to survive a single night in this weather without heating?
Since you insist on making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again. There is no monopoly on the trade of Kresnik Crystal. You are free to purchase the shortfall from elsewhere on the market.
What market? Nobody else is selling! And when they do, they charge 8 times the normal rate! It's robbery is what it is!
Which is why the Snezhnegrad Veche passed a resolution to support border communities. So if you're here just to argue,
You!
All right, everyone, let's come. We all know how cold it is. And the more it snows...
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our crystal allotment.
Oh, believe you me. And still, you must... Our top priority as our...
That's right.
Tell you what. Listen. I know how anxious and upset everyone is. What we can do is I can't guarantee that...
Fine.
So, this...
You were looking for an inn, right?
Oh!
I have a small place in Stratomaros. I don't stay there very often, but if you're not picky, you're welcome to rest there for now.
Are you sure?
All right, then. Hello, I'm Alosha. I'm a hunter, though.
Strike a pose! The show begins!
Good to meet you. Most travelers find this niche still.
Don't say that! Paimons...
They aren't in town right now. I do a lot of hunting, so I nothing to do but sit tight in town. I get that you're in a hurry. What? Your own train? Wait, hold on. That train? The one that suddenly fell out of the sky and crash-landed on the ice?
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a...
Pretty crazy for a random find in the mountains. Well, as long as your train's good to roll, you might get to Snezhnegrad after all. I've been doing some digging recently. Turns out, the real reason for the current energy crisis in Stratomaros is that some of the supply is being seized for a private stockpile. But to expose what's going on, I need to catch them in the act.
Huh?
It's a figure of speech. Shishkin.
Him? Real?
Huh? You're coming with?
Oh, all right.
Oh yeah, there's one more introduction to do. Tagarin!
Oh, a doggy.
He likes to think he's a carrots aside. First, we need to find a way. Then, we get. What are you eating?
Oh, check it out. Good dog.
A fellow dog.
Yep.
Good to know. Wait. Nice work, Tagarin. Come on, we'll go around. This way. We'll enter from the upper floor. There we go. A freight list. Straight from the Fatui. Looks as new as the day it was printed. Yeah, this is all we need. Tagarin's a keen hunt. Anywhere there's a stove, there'll be the scent of Cristal. That's normal. But if he picks up the scent of Cristal somewhere and there's no stove around, that's how we know something's up. This must be the rat, sure enough.
Thanks for looking out for us.
No, let's grit our teeth and...
Maybe for everyone else, Liaison Shishkin. But for you, the hard times have only just begun. I just had a question for you. Why, when times are as tough as this, would someone hoard more Kresnik Cristal than they could ever use? All the crates here are from the most recent shipment, but they weren't brought here for sale. Instead, they were secretly stashed away. Would you be able to shed any light on the situation?
Me? Why?
This godsend was found in a cellar, and this is only a fraction of what we found. I've always been grateful for your efforts to mediate between us and the townspeople of Sretomaros. But now, Mr. Shishkin, it appears you were the source of the conflict all along.
How could you do this to us?
We trusted you to have our backs. You've been lying to us this whole time?
Hey, this isn't who I am. We all know how difficult life has been since Project Stuja came into force. I grew up in Alatir, a small village with no train station. Deliveries of Kresnik Crystal have ceased there entirely. You know as well as I do how downright impossible it is to buy crystal. I watched as energy grew scarcer, but I have the official Snezhnayan quotas here. Anyone who has already purchased energy, please make your way over here to correct your transaction. I'll make a batch purchase of crystal worth 3 months' salary for you all to use free of charge.
You don't have to go that...
Yeah. Drop the act. You claim this was a one-time mistake.
Reporting in, sir.
This wasn't your first time at all. You've been colluding with the mayor of The train station's currently out of service, but it does open for a short window every time there's an energy delivery. And every time a train pulls in, you're there on site to take inventory and oversee the mayor handpicks said workers. Per his instructions, they transport the crystal by tunnel at night to the mayor's house, and he sells it out of town. But since he can't get the goods out of town by train, he had to arrange an alternative method of transportation. This meant slower sales, which gave me plenty of opportunity to catch him in the act.
Wait.
Preposterous. What proof do you have of any of this?
Basic math. I've spent a lot of time lately counting carriages as the snowstorm rages.
Counting carriages?
The energy consumed by a train depends on its total weight. And since energy is a limited resource right now, it's fair to assume. So, if we take the numbers never match. It's always off by 1 or 2 carriages worth. This time, you set a new record. I'm a hunter.
Well, I've heard...
You cut...
Yeah, something fell.
Thank you for your assistance. Shishkin was quite the cunning... Even with that sob story, without the compelling case, Alosha.
We can go find some wild animals if you want.
I didn't mean to cast suspicion on... They hide in plain sight under false identities, working against Project Stuja. They aren't a violent organization.
For all I know is, as for me, of course, no one really cares about...
I will report this incident to...
Don't mention it. Excuse me. I need to take a detour before we head back. There's someone I have to deliver this crystal to. Hang tight for a moment. Ma'am, it's me, Alosha.
Alosha?
You know me. I came by...
I'm... Now...
It's okay. You just rest.
Oh, you... Sit down.
Please, don't get up.
Right under the back. Well, grandson...
Very much, ma'am.
Good.
You don't need to save any more for me next time, all right? Fresh fruit is hard to come by at the moment. You should eat it as soon as you get...
Oh, I don't...
Some kind soul must have given these to her. But she always saves the nicer things for special occasions. I met her at the market back... Not many people have heard of Alatir. And if they have, it's usually for all the wrong reasons. Now that it's an I first learned of Stratomoros' energy supply problems from a passing comment in one of her letters. Then, after the town's been in decline, that said, it's fine. In Snezhnaya, some people, you turn to look at them, but their face, the Grim Reaper reaches out and takes your life. She still calls me grandson, though. Come on.
Let's fly.
Paimon, we're back. Are you feeling any better?
Yep. Paimon.
Her complexion's looking much better.
Sure.
I'll explain.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, don't know. The thing is,
Extending it?
That's what everyone says. But even though opposition has been growing, any detractors end up caving into political pressure from the rooster, Pulcinella. He's the chair of the Snezhnegrad vet.
How come the...
I don't see it like that, but that doesn't mean they don't. Then there's the Fatui soldiers providing support in every corner of the nation. Even the Northland Bank provided some mora for disaster. It's just that the rich and powerful in their yeah, well, even though we all believe in Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, there are still many differences of opinion. Regular folk don't have an easy way of getting their voices heard in Snezhnegrad. The Rokad provides the... Of course, an organization like that... But so far, they've been doing their... Like us, don't you?
Yes, because we're adventurers.
Sounds like we're going to... So...
I want to meet the Tsaritsa. It's complicated. Her ultimate goal, what the no-sees mean and all...
Wait, so... No way. Are you who I think you are?
Sounds like you've heard of us then.
I didn't realize I was in the company of giants. Honestly, we're all as curious as you are about what the Tsaritsa's planning, and why it has to involve us freezing to death in the snow. But getting in the same room as her won't be easy. The common folk aren't permitted to meet her at the best of times. And yeah, it also luckily, as it grew, I'm sure that suffice to say, you won't be fair once it's open.
Whoa!
The Fatui aren't exactly spotless in this whole mess. Plus, we helped them out. Should be easy enough to negotiate. As far as I know, having a train makes sense. I know a good doctor in the city.
Oh,
Drive carefully, all right? You'd also... I don't think I've seen a train like this before. Is it a new model or something? All the track switching is automated. We'll leave you to examine the train's conditions yourselves.
Shouldn't be a problem.
All right then.
our destination settings have been applied. Let's give this thing a final once-over and then head out.
Affirmative.
What's this?
Engine green. Diagnostics complete. All systems nominal.
Neat! Huh. Paimon's still...
I've lived in
Strictly speaking, all configurations are complete.
Away we go! Whew. No. Huh? What's going on?
Oh no.
What is this place? Traveler, are you okay?
Just our luck.
Halosha, here's...
It's called the Shadow Realm. A place where no wind blows, no light shines, and no elemental energy flows. I've only seen it a few times before, and the few who do make it back.
Huh? Then, oh, maybe Goggles knows something. Goggles? Great!
Hold it together. Come on.
Look at these Fatsui! It's like they've lost their minds!
Their shadows have been devoured. They're no longer amongst the living. I can't channel elemental energy here, but I have a few gadgets that still work.
Wait! What's that blue thing? Is that... Goggles?
Guess we'd better find a way over.
You've got nerve. So close.
Goggles!
Hello. I am glad to see the three of you safe and sound.
For now, at least.
Correct. We are now inside what is known as the Shadow Realm. Time ends. We must leave.
Sounds like you have a
Yes. I have marked the exit to the Shadow Realm for your convenience. In addition, I have prepared some equipment to aid. It may well activation code.
Whoa!
Now go.
Is this a gun?
In the Shadow Realm, where humans cannot channel the elements, let's go. When you encounter small obstacles, you can simply clamber over them. You can slide to navigate through low, narrow tunnels. Obstruction ahead. You may be able to use the explosive. Since elemental energy is unavailable in the Shadow Realm, ammunition is an important resource. You can replenish your ammunition at various supply points. For long-range targets, Try using the scope to line up your shot. Many hostile units approaching. I suggest a new strategy. Take cover and...
Close it! Ugh.
We are under heavy fire. I suggest taking cover to avoid enemy attacks, then waiting for a suitable moment to counterattack. More enemies detected. Try attacking with the newly unlocked assault function.
Mind the rhythm.
Where's the...
Time to catch my breath.
Aim at the freeze mark and pull the trigger to move using the rope.
Gotta recharge.
Some supply points can restore a small amount of stamina. Press on.
Can't take much more. Request backup.
You should be able to use the prime ice construct left here to cover long distances. I recommend using this grappling gun. Such that if you detach the connected hook, the grappling gun will automatically fire a rope to another nearby hook.
Okay.
advantage is ours!
Sprint at the prime ice launcher to reach high places with ease. Usable munitions detected. Frag crystal.
Back in business. Demolition time!
Fall back!
Change of tactics! Demolition time! Reload!
Shift your center of gravity and slide down.
How much longer is this gonna take?
The exit is right ahead. We are very close now. However,
It's like they're trying to keep us trapped here. That platform and the carriages are swarming with undead Fatui. Guess we gotta storm through.
Nice. Reload! Time to catch my breath.
you may find switching to assault mode makes your attacks more effective.
Back in business. Gotta recharge.
Looks like the Shadow Realm is about to sink back down into the depths.
The exit is right here.
You mean this weird bubble thing? Wait,
No time to think. We just gotta go for it. I can't believe the Shadow Realm manifested right on the railroad tracks. It's almost unheard of. Lucky we made it out. All thanks to...
Yeah, he came up a whole...
Make no mistake, it was as Alosha said, the Shadow Realm can appear anywhere, not just on the railroad. I am simply advising that we take sensible precautions. Now, if you please take a moment to catch your breath.
Oh, thanks, Goggles.
Yes, of course.
Let's get some fresh air while the Eye of Grey...
Yeah, sure. It's so cool. Huh? So much for repair? You've swapped our train out for a whole new model!
My plan was to restore the train to its original appearance per my records as quickly as possible. Now that the repairs are complete...
Huh. Didn't know trendiness...
According to my calculations, parameterization is the most...
Hyperborea, huh? All geared up.
Lose your way. Gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
You might want to avoid looking down if you're afraid of heights.
No, it's not that. Paimon's just praying that we don't have yet another accident. That mountain is breathtaking. Reminds Paimon of Dragonspine.
They say this mountain's the domain of a Snegovic lord. A lot of the Snegovic retreated there to live in seclusion, so it's a pretty mysterious place. You hear all kinds of stories. Even the residents of the nearby town of Svietlo-Lidovka steer clear of the summit, and they make a living off of harvesting prime ice. Look, Snezhnograd's just up ahead. Here we are. Welcome.
Wow!
In the future, you could this way.
Look! They have really funny-looking heads. And those ones are about the same height as Paimon. But it looks like they can't fly.
Those would be Volkudlak and Domovoy. You'll also see the winged Vila and the snowborn Snegovic amongst others.
No wonder. We'd heard that Snezhnaya used to be the realm of the Fae. Paimon can really see it now.
To the left is the market of Zolny. They sell everything there. You can often find some nifty little trinkets. To the right, you'll see the Korolyevsky Theater in the distance.
Look at that! Incredible!
I've found it pretty... I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take... Yeah, most of the stoves are out of...
Yep, no way. Got it. Don't worry.
I'm glad to... If you find yourselves... This way leads to the adjacent block inside, and over there. These places...
Yeah.
The downtown area is another place of interest is the... Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right?
Ooh. Oh. We'll just...
Yeah, anyway, that's a...
Sounds good. Thanks for...
Podvorye Rest...
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome.
Thank you for
Astra.
You all missed the good times.
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out in. You're right. A lot happened on our way in. Obviously, a million more sure was. And so, but we won't get to see her anytime soon. Aloysia said that she went east of it must be a pretty powerful one, to be honest. What we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of Paimon can't think of a few people. Right. And when we... So... It's all... Yeah. There's gotta be someone there, but... It's a lot... Yeah. The last time was all the way back...
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon?
That's Aloysia!
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Aloysia mentioned that one of you is feeling a little under the weather. I see. So you're my patient today.
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either. But she's definitely not the same kind of fae as the ones we saw at the train station. Is that gonna be an issue?
Not exactly. It's just, I'm used to treating human patients. Fae tend to be far more resilient than even the healthiest and most long-lived of humans. But don't worry, I do have some experience treating fae. I've even diagnosed plenty of cats and dogs in my time. Safe to say.
It'll be fine, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we?
Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all within normal ranges. I don't think it's anything serious. More than likely, you've just caught a cold. I can give you some medicine to type if you find yourself with a persistent low-grade...
Sounds like there's no cause.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome.
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you
All right, then.
I have to get back to it. If you need... Hey. No.
All right. Time to find Child and see what he can tell me. If there's anything you need.
Let's fly. Take
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit. Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. Might I ask who you're hoping to visit? Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. I don't understand why people think they can just talk their... Wait a moment. I'll pass on your message. If Child is unavailable, you'll... Lord Child is a busy man. Even if you two are old friends as you claim, please understand that the Fatui Harbin... Next time, stick to the rules. Greetings, Lady Marionette.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's her first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that she doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged. No misunderstandings,
No, Lady Marionette. No incidents to report. Whew, that was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
Is that right? Good to... Under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. All right, then. Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I could... Well, unfortunately, on the plus side, your treat. Of course, because I... Let's fly! I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust. Okay, let's get down to business. Wanna take a guess? Of course you'd say. That's right. They'll be discussing yet Yeah, it all in that letter. I guess he'd already prepared to leave. That was his reaction too. Why me? With a bewildered look on his face. He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. He wasn't, but he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So to the rest of us, it was clear that Capitano had quite a lot of respect for his young comrade. By the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino, Rosaline, and... Actually, not Columbina. She was probably oblivious to it. Anyway, then the Liu-S situation happened. Normally, it took a lot to get on. Basically, Capitano believed that despite he knew that after, with the ones who stood to benefit the most being the rooster, once they divided So, you can see why Capitano... Exactly. Even though I'd say his best course of action will be to... Besides, you'll see it first, having a voice in the Pantalone. Personally, Then there's Pulcina. Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are, but also powerless to change it. A complex web of interests connects all parties involved. And the Tsaritsa sitting at the top adds another layer of complexity. It must be nearly impossible to come up with a perfect solution.
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. Time for you to answer a question of mine. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. So why was Tartaglia the first person you asked to see and not me? I just don't understand, that's all. Anyway, do I really need a reason? Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed on my message to you before you left Not Cry, right? I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took that to heart? Fair enough. it's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Always beating about the bush when they talk. I guess it must have rubbed off on me. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk. I'll look at it later.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Isn't it always? I've told you before, fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
The equipment in Svietlo-Lidovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a buildup of snow, exceeding the maximum weight limit. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby ice cave. Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation, but we're still facing a severe manpower shortage for both the rescue.
I guess that's it then. Do you actually want to come with, or are... Nice, and honestly, I'd rather have... Then let's go. If anything happens...
Yes, Lady Marion.
They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke. From what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over in that direction. Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. Meet me back here as soon as you're done.
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further. It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnegrad.
Ah, so this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in... Let's go. Something's moving. This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent. Waltz of the snowflakes. see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move. Together.
Thunderclap! Lightning slash!
Let's begin.
Thank you for saving us. We'd have been.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe.
Thank you.
I've searched the area. Yeah, but it may be small. It's lucky we got the trapped miners have been.
Wait, this place.
What is that?
I don't know. It's back?
Yes, it has family. This way. Run! Thanks. Let's get out of here. Everyone's accounted for. You really held your own today. All right then. Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. What brings you here, Odette?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning, on top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. She learned all.
You flatter me.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... never mind. There's no need to bring it up. No point making things awkward.
How's progress on your end, Lady?
Equally successful, even if the heavy snow falls. All right, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but first, that's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months. Yup.
The snow has fuel for heat. It just feels...
Hey, quit... When did you get a new sword?
I found it in a cave. It handles...
Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr. Big Shot himself.
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real Big Shots put me through. Hey, comrade, it's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing...
It went fine.
How about you? Any new developments?
Not really. Same as ever. The results of the mock vote.
That's not...
Yeah.
Sorry, I have...
Huh? Of course. Fire away.
It sounds to me like everyone's tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to deal with opposition to Project Stuja. But what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the ordinary people of Snezhnaya?
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't mince your words.
Excuse her? What does she mean? Refuse to stand up for ordinary people?
Oh my gosh. How does she dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where she's coming from. If I could, I'd take your side right now. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away with it. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces, so I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns far from the capital. I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. Things aren't going so The Tsaritsa want, but considering the Tsaritsa's vision for the future, maybe Sandrone and I can't oppose Project Stuja outright. But and even though we can't put an end to it, there are plenty of other ways to make a difference. We're trying everything we can think of, and so is Pulcinella. I respect Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who cares deeply about my homeland. And my family, who all live here. There's no way I would—
As contentious as things can get within the Vecha, there's no selfishness or malice, but the issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under the present circumstances. But that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa. No one's got their head in the sand here. We're all well aware of the way things are.
In fairness to Sandrone, she rushed to Svietlo Laidovka's aid the moment she heard that people were in danger. And even Tartaglia.
Hey, come on. Maybe you've heard already. Striking that as laser-focused as she is on realizing her lifelong ambitions, she's still putting time and energy into taking down this powerful monster. To me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people did— Thanks.
I still think this adventurer, our two Harbingers, have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vecha who must feel trapped and forced to vote. I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one.
You can...
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask about your background? How is it that you can converse so openly with two Harbingers?
Oh, haven't you been properly introduced?
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
I've only learned her name so far, and no details of her experiences. Is something wrong?
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline?
No, it's just... All right, I guess there's no getting around it. This is the world-renowned traveler, who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue, and then went to Inazuma, where there was a duel before the throne, in which the traveler defeated Rosaline.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so I figured it wasn't worth bringing up.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's fine. Sorry. I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up.
I've mentioned this to you before, not that Rosaline...
Don't let it weigh on you. Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure she'll work through it. Oh, by the way...
She hasn't been feeling well.
Oh, right. I felt so bad for her seeing her lying in bed. I'm sure Paimon... You're a little short on...
Well, that would be great.
Hey, don't mention... So no more accusing me of not being on...
Already? That was quick.
If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time. Well, I guess...
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
I guess everyone's in a difficult to start with.
Let's fly! Take me up!
How strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord. It's a very faint vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get closer to the statue of the Seven. Does this sword have some connection to the statue? That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary. It worked! There really is something special about this sword. I don't really understand what just happened, but I'm pretty sure this sword just got a little more powerful. I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another statue of the Seven.
There's still a long road.
Let's fly!
Hello there. How can I help? Ah, sure thing. Give me a second. I'll go fetch them for you.
It's a familiar story. I've had similar experiences. Although Snezhnegrad doesn't deliberately delay or withhold relief, those first few days of waiting for help are always the hardest. It's a fundamental contradiction. If emergency relief can't be delivered in time, what's the point in even calling it emergency relief? Not necessarily. I think there's a good chance that Kresnik Crystal from Stratomeros will start flowing. When we resolve Stratomeros' energy issue, it's like we open the floodgates. A huge backlog of Crystal is now available to the townspeople. A lot of them will probably stockpile. Exactly. Hey, boss.
1 second. Let me check.
Yeah. I don't know if I have enough, so I'll chip in a little. No, it's fine.
Here's your Mora.
Yeah, well, can't. Let's see. Huh?
Oh, Alosha, and... Hello?
I didn't realize you two knew each other. Yeah, when the weather's as bad as this, it's better for a hunter to adapt than to keep looking for game.
Yes, and we sometimes...
Wait, why is the atmosphere so awkward? I thought things went pretty smoothly in Svietlolai. So, what brings you here, Miss
No. After I got back to the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about the situation in Svietlolaidovka, so I decided I'd come here and see if there's anything I can do. I didn't feel comfortable expressing my true opinions in front of the Harbingers. Not least because ordinary Fatui like me don't even know what Project Stuja is all about. Without knowing the full picture... Yes. Well...
Right, because things...
Sandrone said Odette was on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady. If so, she'll be able to find out what Project Stuja is really about. Still, it's probably a little soon to ask her about that. There may be more to the story.
What's on your mind? I think we can both agree that I know what... So...
Oh, we were gonna...
Funny. The real issue here...
True. It's a huge expense after all.
Let me see. Right. Choose mission budget under the expense category. Let's book this train. Regulations say that if we need to that should do it. The train will be—
This is my first time seeing you handle
You flatter me. It's on—
Anyway, I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right?
What's wrong? Who's Paimon?
Her travel buddy.
Sounds like she's important to you.
I've got nothing going on.
May I come too? I have some candy that someone gave me back in Svietlo-Lidovka.
All right then. I still don't know what the deal is between these two, but at least the tension seems to have vanished. A good sign, hopefully.
Hello. Sorry, but there's a sick person recovering in this room. Can I help you?
What happened?
Oh, please, excuse me. Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the inconvenience. At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious and draw unwanted attention to this room. Besides myself, a few of my colleagues are stationed in and around the restaurant, in plain clothes, of course. Rest assured, you're in safe hands.
I didn't expect such a high standard of protection.
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let anything go wrong. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer.
Traveler! Aloysia, you're back! Oh, hey! Who's our new friend?
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point. Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual trip. It's just...
I have just the thing.
Whoa! What's this? Is that...
All keen observations, whenever I've caught a...
Awesome! You're...
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. Any progress with your investigation yet? No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip. The Rokad, huh? Members of the Rok... Leave it with me.
Would anyone like a drink?
Paimon will have... enough with the secret chat, you two. Let's catch up It'll be kinda like tabletop troop.
Take me up!
You made it. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Pleasure.
Please present yourself for a... Okay. Well...
What's up? Everything okay? Snezhnaya's business. Still, he's part of the Special Assignments Battalion. Supposedly, but that's not for us. What do you think? Oh, the one in front. Here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
Ugh. If you're gonna show up late, keep your mouth shut.
What's his problem? Whatever. No point arguing with people like that.
Look, there she is. This leads directly to the green room. They're expecting us. Vodyanitsa will be waiting for us there. Hey there. Excuse me.
Ugh! Can you believe it? I am so mad right now. Come in.
Oh, it's you two.
Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I thought...
You work here.
Oh, what's the big deal?
Do as you please. I finished all my
I wasn't making that stuff up. She thinks
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. Confidentiality.
Whoa,
Relax.
The president's reply sent...
You told me last night, but ever since everything about... I wrote a letter to the Of course, it's still your...
Well, still, you gave me a real... So, that...
Anyway, members typically... Because of this.
After all...
Beyond the freedom... In short, there's a code of conduct...
I tried reading it 5 or...
Great. That...
Dagaran took... Then, the rope...
Just a coincidence, really. Like... My job at the theater, for instance. I really need it to make ends meet. By the way, what were you complaining about?
Everything did not go okay. That's why I was so mad. But he wouldn't, and then he started complaining. I mean, what I had to juggle things around.
Yeah. Oh, you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you?
To the citizenry, but our interaction. Take the ticket situation for it, not to mention that he's never and another thing.
Calm down, but first things first.
Looks like I'll need to make a few little tweaks here and there. Alright. Recently, we've done all we need now.
That way,
I was hoping I'm meeting another regular theater goer tonight.
But...
Mitia is the authorities should also... We're not allowed on... Still...
What do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Okay. In that case, he's a huge...
Sure. Don't worry. Okay.
Everything.
Walking